Hi guys. Mbona mnakanika mmejam? Simfurahi, at least mkwe happy tuko hapa kucheka. Okonyo ile Kiswahili, we are here to have some fun. We are here to laugh and yeah. So my name is Michelle Joyce aka Mjaka Mfine. I will be your host for today kwa comedy club show courtesy of 22bet, and today we are here to laugh. Tumekuja hapa kucheka, kufurahi na kujibamba. Tuko na comedians. Najua I'm one of them, but mimi nakwanga comedian uko side ingine, but si ile one on one. So today I'm not the bride. I'm the bride's bride. Leo pia mimi nimekuja kubambwa na kufurahishwa. So we have a list of comedians, and we are going to start with Bashir Halaiki. Give it up for Bashir Halaiki, guys. Bashir Halaiki. Unakaa sharp.
Thank you.
Hata aukai comedian, by the way. Unakaa entrepreneur. No, you look like
Wash.
Unakaa wash, asi sharp boy though, but yeah.
No,
sharp boy tunajua vile unakaa.
Nafuanga for real.
You may understand.
But you're looking sharp as always, Maze.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure to finally meet you in real life.
Yes, the pleasure is mine.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Karibu. Tufurahishe. Si tuko hapa kucheka.
Okay, sawa.
Tubambe.
Give it up for Mjaka Mfine for doing an amazing job. Come on, guys, let's be generous with the clapping. Yeah. I know it's going to be the last time some of you here clapping tonight, so can we do it for our single friends in the audience? Let's just clap for them. Let them hear the sound of glory. But man, I'm so happy to be here. This is actually my first time performing here at the Alfa house. So I guess I'm like Nairobi girls. I usually don't do this, This is my first time. So in any case, if you find that I'm experienced, don't worry. It's my first time. I'm still trying to find my footing. Ukiona nimeanza kufunga nywele, just know it's still my first time. I have not done this before. Hii experience ni ya leo. You get it. But anyway, before I continue, I'll be doing a great disservice if I don't, first of all, acknowledge someone very important to be. My girlfriend is actually in the audience, guys. Just clap it up for her. Yeah, she just doesn't know it yet. It's called manifesting. There's a lot of beautiful women in the audience, so I might be lucky. Who knows? But just to introduce myself, my name is Bashir Halaiki. But ever since we got into the government, I go by Bashir Kipto. I'm trying to get a piece of this Ebola money, a piece of this corruption money. Sharp boy, as you say it, man. And I remember when I started doing comedy, I used to be the only Muslim comedian. But now we've increased in number. There is Abdi and Abdi and Abdi. I promise they're all different comedians. And I love it. I feel like I have a small Muslim comedian community now. I feel like I belong. I guess we got tired of killing it in other sectors. We just decided to join comedy. Yeah. But as a Muslim comedian, as a Muslim generally, there's one thing that I really hate. Like whenever there is a terror alert, my friends never forward me that message. You guys know that message telling you not to frequent malls and crowded places. Yes, my friends who have grown up with my own family, people I've played with as kids, they never forward me that message. Yeah, they assume I already know. As if I'm in the Al-Shabaab WhatsApp group or something, like I'm in their close friends. Okay, yes, I am in those groups, but just, can you send it to me so that I know you care? But I mean, I've grown up with Somalis. I was born with them. 2 of my stepsisters are actually Somalis. And I feel like Somalis are some of the most humble people you'll ever meet. Like, they hardly take credit for anything. They have a saying in the Quran that goes, Alhamdulillah, which loosely translated means all praise to Allah. And that is their reply every time you give them praise. I'll be like, congratulations, Abdi, on the new business. And Abdi will reply, Alhamdulillah, all praise to Allah. Congratulations, Abdi, on the 4th wife. And Abdi will reply, Alhamdulillah, all praise to Allah. Congratulations, Abdi, on the promotion at work. These are all different people, obviously. And Abdi will reply, Alhamdulillah, all praise to Allah. The other day, one of the Abdis was performing, I hosted, and he did a really amazing show. And after the show, I followed him, and I told him how much I really loved and enjoyed his set. And he looked me straight in the eyes and told me, Alhamdulillah, all praise to Allah. I'm like, not after 10 minutes of dick jokes. I don't think Allah wants to take credit for this. Just leave him out of it. Yeah, he does not want to take credit for it. No, he does not really want to do it, Ben. But I mean, I am not from here. I'm from Eldoret. That's my. Anyone from Eldoret? Yeah, okay. I can tell from the smiles when you're to nyumbani. But yeah, I'm from Eldoret, and Eldoret is actually called the city of champions. And I realized the reason is Eldoret produces a lot of world-class athletes. You know, we have Eliud Kipchoge, we have Faith Kipyegon, you know, we have Jonathan Kiplimo. Yeah, I just made that one up, but you guys were like, yeah, yeah. You guys had the Kip and were like, yeah, Jonathan sounds like he can run. Yeah, there's no one by that name. But I mean, if you follow athletics, you realize that, I mean, if you look at Sebastian Sao, he became the first man to run a marathon in less than 2 hours. Faith Kipyegon attempted to become the first woman to run a mile in less than 4 minutes. All these athletes are trying to run their races in shorter times, and they are being celebrated for it. But when I try to cut time off my performance, suddenly it's a problem. You know, no one is rolling the red carpet for me. I'm not giving 8 million by the president. You know, there are no accolades for me. I'm like, we are doing the same thing. Like, what is happening? You know. But I recently got a job, as you guys can see. I recently got a job after years of toiling. And the first thing I did after getting this job was move out of Rongai. And I realized that Rongai was really bad for my sex life. You know, let me explain. Like, Rongai is so far that it gives the lady you're trying to take home enough time to change her mind. Like, it usually happens around Galleria, and suddenly she remembers she has work early the next day. But I've moved into a different place. I've moved in Naivasha Road. But in the interest of time, I'm just going to say Kawangware. Since I don't have time to go back and forth, let me just say Kawangware, and then we can move on from that. And I moved into a smaller house, right? I used to live in a 4-bedroom with lions and zebras and everything in Rongai. But now I live in a bedsitter. So for the white people, a bedsitter is what happens when you summarize an entire house into one room. That's basically what a bedsitter is. And I'm enjoying life in my new bedsitter. Life is very simple. I only have to close 2 things before I sleep: my eyes and my laptop. You know, there's just, I don't have to go and check the parameter, you know, turn on the security lights, none of that. It's just easy. And now that I live in a bedsitter, you know, I have some money. I'm trying to furnish my bedsitter, but I'm not making life-changing money, you know. So I'm furnishing my bedsitter on a budget. And now all my electronics end with X. You know, my TV is Cinix. My microwave is Nonix. My phone is Infinix. You know, my Bluetooth speaker is so cheap. The lady that tells you it's connected successfully has a Kikuyu accent. It sounds exactly like an M-Pesa lady. You know, you can hear her chewing gum at the back. You know, and I bought my first set of non-stick pans from Shikwa Histyle. And I have never eaten ugali since. You guys never told me. The ugali just keeps on spinning infinitely. At some point I was frustrated. I was like, let me just spread it on my bread and eat this ugali sandwich. Go on with my night. I can't keep on like this. And through the grace of God, alhamdulillah, I was able to buy my first air fryer. And you see the way I'm up here and I'm looking down upon you guys. Do you see this? This is how I'm looking down on anyone who doesn't have an air fryer. Because to be honest, me and you are not the same. We are not on the same level. We are not on the same tax bracket. We can't even have a conversation. You know, it's a big deal. Like, I bought my first air fryer. I launched it like a government project. I invited my friends to see it. The local MCA was there. We did a ribbon cutting. We had performances. We did comedy before. You know, like, it was a big deal. Yeah, Mjaka was the one hosting my launching. And now that I have an air fryer, you know, I'm taking loans and I'm using my air fryer as security. You know, when I calculate my net worth, my air fryer is in the assets column. You guys, I recently gained a community. Last weekend, I was in a people who own air fryers hangout. You know, pimped out my air fryer, tinted windows, new rims, everything, a sticker. The air fryer in front of you is always an Onyx. Like, I'm serious about this business. But we have to talk about fuel. Like, fuel right now is a big issue. Fuel is very expensive. Like, this is how you know fuel. Fuel is so expensive, we no longer ban thieves anymore. Think about it. When is the last time you saw a thief getting banned? We don't ban thieves anymore. I remember the good old days back then when fuel was cheap. Fuel was so cheap, we used to ban thieves with V-power. That was how cheap it was, We used to ban thieves with tires that still have threads. That was how good life was. But now we don't ban thieves anymore. We just elect them into high positions of power. That is what we do. I'm waiting for you guys to clap so that I can see. Yeah. I think we're going to need a lorry. I think a Subaru is too small for all of us. But I'm currently in a relationship right now, and I just feel like arguing with your girlfriend is like crossing the zebra crossing in Kenya. Like you're right, but you'll get hurt if you insist. Because ladies will tell you a lot of hurtful things while you're arguing. Like nothing is off limits. Like the other day, my girl told me that's why your dick is trash. And I'm like, why do you like focusing on the small stuff? Can we just ever focus on the real issues affecting us? Anyway, guys, you guys have been amazing. Thank you so much. Give it up for your host, Mjaka Mfine.
What a performance. Amesema tutabebwa na Subaru si wote. Hatuwezi tosha kwa Subaru, labda lori, si ndio? Hapa hivi kuna watu wenye anyway, sawa. Hiyo tuachane nayo. Talking about couples, nimesikia kitaja couples. Naona kuna couples zingine na smart hapa hivi, Ruth na Frank. Mnakaa poa by the way. Sijui kama mmeambiwa. You guys look too good together. Huyu third party ni kama atasonga kando kidogo. Like inakuwa hivyo by the way, third party. Unaona hata shati amevaa wako number 3, walikuwa number 3 like wanakuwa tu huko. Wanakuwa tu others. You understand?